When it comes to survival, let's cut the crap. It's not about blowing your paycheck on some overhyped doomsday bunker or a closet full of flashy overpriced gear. Survival is about one thing: having the right tools when everything goes sideways. And here's the kicker: those tools, they don't have to cost you a fortune. The truth is, your life could depend on something as simple as a $5 lighter, a filter straw, or a multi-tool that costs less than your morning coffee. But most people, they waste their money on gimmicky junk that looks cool but falls apart when it actually matters. Meanwhile, the gear that could save your skin costs less than a cheap takeout meal. Let that sink in. Here's the real problem. The survival market is a minefield of garbage disguised as must-have tools. That's why we've done the dirty work for you. We've sifted through the nonsense to bring you 20 survival items under $20 that actually work. No fluff, no gimmicks, just practical, reliable gear that could mean the difference between staying safe and scrambling for your life. And trust me, number 7, even hardcore preppers swear by it. Let's get into it. 1. Water filter straw, the lifesaver you didn't know you needed. Forget the Hollywood version of survival. If you don't have clean water, you're done. Period. That's why the water filter straw is a non-negotiable. It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but it's the kind of tool that can literally save your life. This little device lets you drink straight from streams, puddles, or any sketchy water source without worrying about nasty surprises like Giardia or E. coli. Here's the deal. It's fast, portable, and doesn't rely on chemicals. No boiling water over a campfire, no choking down iodine tablets that taste like regret. Just stick the straw in, sip, and survive. It's so simple, it almost feels like cheating. Storage? A breeze. Toss it in your bug-out bag, glove box, or even your jacket pocket. Add a small cleaning brush to keep it in top shape, and you're good to go. And the price? Around $15. That's less than what most people spend on a single meal delivery. But here's the kicker. Prices are climbing. With demand skyrocketing, waiting could mean paying more later. If you're serious about survival, this is the first thing you should grab. Because all the beef jerky and tactical knives in the world won't matter if you're too dehydrated to use them. 2. LED headlamp. Stop fumbling, start functioning. Flashlights are fine if you enjoy juggling in the dark, but when you're trying to cook, fix something, or navigate a trail, you need both hands free. That's where the LED headlamp comes in. Strap it on, and suddenly you're a survival ninja, slicing through the darkness like it's nothing. This isn't just about convenience. It's about efficiency. A good headlamp is bright, durable, and lasts for hours on a single set of batteries. Whether you're setting up camp, repairing gear, or just trying to find your way, this tool makes it all easier. And let's be real. Most people waste $50 on a fancy multi-tool they'll barely use, while a $12 headlamp could actually keep them alive. Storage? Easy. Keep it in your backpack, glove compartment, or even clipped to your belt. Just don't forget spare batteries, because the only thing worse than being in the dark is being in the dark with a dead headlamp. Here's the catch. These are getting popular fast. Prices are creeping up, and waiting too long could mean missing out. So grab one now and thank yourself later. Trust me, once you've used a headlamp, you'll never go back to fumbling with a flashlight again. 3. Emergency Mylar blanket. Your portable heat shield. Think survival gear has to be bulky or expensive? Think again. The emergency Mylar blanket is proof that big things come in small packages. This tiny, lightweight sheet can literally save your life when temperatures drop. Here's how it works. It reflects up to 90% of your body heat, keeping you warm even in freezing conditions. It's also windproof, waterproof, and can double as a makeshift shelter or signal. 1 minute you're shivering, the next you're wrapped in what feels like a portable sun. Storage? Couldn't be easier. Fold it up and stash it in your car, backpack, or even a kitchen drawer. It's so compact you'll forget it's there until you need it. And the price? Around $3. That's less than your daily coffee habit, but it could mean the difference between life and death in an emergency. But here's the thing. As more people catch on to how essential these are, prices are creeping up. Expect to pay $4 or $5 soon. So, stock up now, because when hypothermia hits, you'll be glad you did. 4. Fire starter kit. The ultimate survival equalizer. Matches and lighters are great, until they're not. One gust of wind, one drop of rain, and suddenly you're shivering in the dark. That's why a fire starter kit is a must-have. It's small, cheap, and nearly indestructible. Why does it matter? Fire isn't just about warmth, it's about cooking, boiling water, signaling for help, and keeping your morale up when things get tough. A good fire starter works in the wettest, windiest conditions, giving you the power to create fire whenever and wherever you need it. Storage is simple. Keep it in a waterproof pouch in your bag, car, or jacket. Most kits last for hundreds of strikes, so you can light dozens of fires without needing a replacement. And the price? Around $10. That's less than what most people spend on lunch, but it could be the tool that saves your life. Here's the catch. Demand is spiking. As more people realize how essential these are, prices are climbing. So, don't wait. Get one now. And be ready for whatever comes your way. 5. Compact multi-tool. Your pocket-sized problem solver. Who says survival gear has to be big and expensive? Sometimes all you need is a compact multi-tool. This little gadget packs pliers, screwdrivers, blades, and more into a pocket-sized package. It's like having a Swiss Army knife on steroids. Why does it matter? Because survival is all about adaptability. Whether you're fixing a torn tent, tightening a screw, or opening a can, a good multi-tool makes it easy. It saves you time, keeps you calm, and helps you stay in control. Storage? No problem. Clip it to your belt, toss it in your pocket, or stash it in your backpack. Just make sure to pick one with a locking mechanism for safety. And the price? Around $18. That's a steal for a tool that outperforms gadgets costing twice as much. But here's the deal. These are flying off the shelves. As more people catch on to how useful they are, prices are going up. So grab one now, before they're gone. Because when it comes to survival, a good multi-tool isn't just nice to have, it's essential. 6. Paracord. The rope that's not just rope. Think paracord is just some fancy string. Wrong. This is the Swiss Army knife of ropes. And if you don't have it in your survival kit, you're already behind. Paracord isn't just rope, it's a lifeline. Whether you're building a shelter, repairing gear, making a tourniquet, or setting traps, this stuff does it all. Skip it, and you're setting yourself up for failure. Here's why it's a must-have. It's lightweight, ridiculously strong, and endlessly versatile. A 50-foot roll can handle everything from tying down tarps to securing your gear or even improvising solutions you haven't thought of yet. It's the kind of tool that makes you look like a genius when things go south. Storage? Easy. Wrap it around a carabiner or spool it up for quick access. But don't be that person fumbling with knots in a high-stress situation. Practice now or regret it later. And the best part, it's dirt cheap. Around $8 gets you 50 feet of this life-saving tool. But here's the kicker. Demand is skyrocketing. The more people realize how essential paracord is, the faster prices climb. Don't wait, grab it now before it's gone. 7. Hand crank radio. Your lifeline. When the grid fails. When the power's out and your phone's dead, what's your plan? Scrolling TikTok. Good luck with that. Enter the hand crank radio. A small, underrated gadget that could literally save your life. It's not flashy, but it's a survival essential. This little device does more than just play static. It keeps you connected to weather alerts, emergency broadcasts, and even charges your phone in a pinch. When disaster strikes, knowledge is power, and this radio ensures you're not left in the dark, literally and figuratively. Why does it matter? Because most people stockpile useless gadgets they never use. Meanwhile, this radio is compact, reliable, and doesn't rely on batteries. Just crank it up, and you're good to go. It's the kind of tool that separates the prepared from the panicked. Storage is a no-brainer. Toss it in your bug-out bag, car, or even a kitchen drawer. Just make sure to test the crank every now and then. The last thing you want is to find out it's broken when you actually need it. And the price? Around $119. That's less than what you'd spend on takeout, and it could save your life. But here's the deal. Every time there's a disaster in the news, demand spikes. Don't wait for the next hurricane to hit. Get one now. 8. Survival whistle. The tiny tool that screams for you. Most people don't think about sound when prepping. They stockpile food, water, and gadgets, but forget one crucial thing: how to signal for help. That's where the survival whistle comes in. It's tiny, cheap, and criminally underrated until you actually need it. Here's the deal. One sharp blast from a whistle travels farther than any human scream. Wind, rain, panic, It cuts through it all. Whether you're lost in the woods or trying to scare off a predator, this little tool can make the difference between being found and being forgotten. Why does it matter? Because when you're in danger, your voice won't last long. A whistle, on the other hand, never gets tired. It's a simple, no battery required tool that you can carry everywhere. Clip it to your backpack, belt, or keyring. Or stash one in your car. It's so small you'll forget it's there, until it saves your life. And the cost? Around $5. That's pocket change for something that could literally save your life. But don't sleep on it. As more people catch on, prices are creeping up. Get one now before they're gone. 9. Emergency food bars. Calories that keep you moving. When disaster strikes, you can't eat your gadgets. That's why emergency food bars are a no-brainer. Forget those overpriced freeze-dried meals. These bars are compact, calorie-dense, and ready to eat. No cooking, no hassle. Just rip open the package and fuel up. Why are they essential? Because hunger isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. When you're starving, you can't think straight, let alone make good decisions. These bars keep you sharp, mobile, and alive. They're shelf-stable, meaning they last for years, and they're small enough to stash anywhere. Most preppers waste space on flashy gear instead of real necessities like food. Don't be that person. Keep a few bars in your bag, car, or office drawer. Rotate them occasionally, but honestly, they last so long you'll probably forget about them until you need them. And the price? Between $2 and $4 per bar. That's nothing for something that could keep you alive when everything else fails. But here's the catch. Food prices are climbing fast. Stock up now before they become the next overpriced survival trend. 10. Pocket-sized first aid kit. The real MVP of survival. Think you don't need a first aid kit? Think again. One cut, blister, or burn can turn a minor inconvenience into a full-blown crisis. That's why a pocket-sized first aid kit is non-negotiable. It's compact, affordable, and packed with essentials that could save your life. What's inside? Bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze, and even tiny tools like tweezers. It's everything you need to treat minor injuries on the spot. And trust me, when you're in the middle of nowhere, quick treatment can mean the difference between walking out and being carried out. Why does it matter? Because emergencies don't wait. You can have all the survival gear in the world, but if you can't treat injuries fast, you're in trouble. This kit is small enough to fit in your backpack, glove compartment, or even your jacket pocket. Wherever you keep it, make sure it's instantly accessible. And the cost? Around $15. That's cheaper than a fancy coffee and way more practical than those overpriced, overhyped kits. But don't wait, demand spikes after every storm or blackout. Get one now and thank yourself later. 11. Compact survival knife. The tool that does it all. If you think a survival knife is just for show, think again. A compact survival knife isn't just a tool, it's a lifeline. Small, sharp, and endlessly versatile, this is the one item that earns its place in any survival kit. Whether you're prepping food, cutting rope, carving shelter, or even defending yourself, this knife does it all. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Why does it matter? Because when things go south, you need tools that actually work. A good survival knife can split kindling, open cans, patch gear, and even help you fashion traps. It's raw practicality in your pocket, and it's the kind of tool that makes you feel like you've got a fighting chance when everything else fails. Storage is a no-brainer. Keep it in a sheath on your belt, strap it to your backpack, or tuck it into a concealed pocket. The key is accessibility. Fumbling for it in a crisis could cost you precious time. And don't skimp on quality. A dull or flimsy knife is worse than useless. The price? Around $20. That's a steal for something that can solve countless problems. But here's the catch. Demand is climbing fast. As more people realize how essential a good knife is, prices are creeping up. Don't wait. Grab one now before you're stuck paying double. 12. Waterproof notebook and pencil. Your brain's backup. Think you'll remember everything in a crisis? Spoiler alert, you won't. Stress, chaos, and exhaustion will mess with your memory, and that's where a waterproof notebook and pencil come in. This tiny, unassuming duo is your brain's backup, and it's way more useful than most people realize. Why does it matter? Because when the world's falling apart, you need to stay organized. Use it to map routes, track resources, leave messages, or jot down survival strategies. Forget relying on your phone, it'll die when you need it most. A notebook and pencil, on the other hand, work in any condition. Rain, snow, mud, no problem. And here's a pro tip. Always choose a pencil over a pen. Pens fail when they get wet or cold, but a pencil, it's reliable, simple, and doesn't care about the weather. Plus, you can sharpen it with your survival knife if needed. Storage is as easy as it gets. Toss it in your backpack, glove compartment, or even your pocket. It's lightweight, compact, and always ready to go. The pro, about $10 for a durable notebook and pencil combo. That's nothing for something that could keep you alive and sane in a crisis. But don't wait, prepping is going mainstream. And prices are climbing. Stock up now and thank yourself later. 13. Compact folding shovel. The dirt mover you didn't know you needed. A shovel? Really? Yes, really. A compact folding shovel might not seem like a big deal, but when you're stuck in mud, snow, or trying to dig a fire pit, you'll wish you had one. This isn't just a tool, it's a problem solver. Why does it matter? Because dirt is a bigger deal than most people think. Need to build a shelter? Dig a drainage trench? Clear snow? This little shovel handles it all. It's also great for burying waste, because hygiene matters, or even as a last-ditch self-defense tool. Versatility is the name of the game here. Most people roll their eyes at the idea of carrying a shovel until they're knee-deep in a situation where they need one. Don't be that person. A folding shovel is lightweight, compact, and easy to strap to your backpack or stash in your car. Familiarize yourself with it now so you're not fumbling when panic hits. The price, around $18. That's a bargain for something that can solve dozens of problems. But here's the deal. As more people catch on, demand is climbing. Don't wait until you're stuck in the mud. Grab one now. 14 disposable hand warmers. Heat when you need it most. Cold kills. It's that simple. Most people think a jacket and gloves are enough, but when the temperature drops, your body will betray you fast. That's where disposable hand warmers come in. These tiny, cheap packets of heat are lifesavers. Literally. Why do they matter? Because staying warm isn't just about comfort. It's about survival. Hypothermia can set in faster than you think. And once it does, your ability to think clearly and make smart decisions goes out the window. Toss a hand warmer in your gloves, boots, or pockets, and suddenly you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Most people overlook these little packets until it's too late. Don't be that person. They're lightweight, easy to store, and require zero maintenance. Keep a handful in your backpack, car, or emergency kit. Some people even stash them in their office drawers or coat pockets during winter. The price, around $1 per pack. That's cheaper than a cup of coffee, and it could save your fingers, toes, or even your life. But here's the catch. As more people wake up to their value, prices are creeping up. Stock up now before they're gone. 15. Compact LED lantern. Light that changes everything. Think a flashlight is enough? Think again. A compact LED lantern is a game changer, especially when the power goes out or you're stuck in the wilderness. It's not just a light, it's a survival essential. Why does it matter? Because good lighting isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Darkness slows you down, increases accidents, and ramps up stress levels fast. A lantern illuminates your space, keeps you organized, and gives you a sense of control when chaos hits. And unlike a flashlight, it's hands-free, so you can cook, fix gear, or navigate without juggling a light. Most people rely on flashlights or phone lights, but those are the first to fail when batteries die or phones run out of juice. Don't be that person. A compact lantern is designed to fold or collapse, making it easy to store in a backpack, glove compartment, or emergency kit. Go for a solar rechargeable model if you want to be fancy, but even a basic one will do the job. The price, around $12 to $18. That's less than a dinner out, and it's way more practical than most overpriced gadgets cluttering the survival aisle. But don't wait, demand is rising, and prices are climbing. Get one now before it's too late. 16. Pocket-sized multi-tool saw. The tiny lumberjack. Think you can survive without cutting wood or clearing obstacles? Think again. The pocket-sized multi-tool saw is the unsung hero of survival gear. Small, foldable, and absurdly effective. This tool is a lifesaver when you need to cut through branches, clear a path, or build a shelter. Forget lugging around a full-size saw or trying to hack through wood with a knife. This compact saw gets the job done without the bulk. Why does it matter? Because speed and efficiency are everything in a survival scenario. Need firewood fast? Done. Need to clear a block trail? Easy. Need to improvise tools or traps? This saw has you covered. It's lightweight, fits in your pocket, and is strong enough to handle serious work. Most people dismiss it as a gimmick until they're stuck in the cold, wishing they had one. Storage is a breeze. Clip it to your backpack, stash it in your bug-out bag, or keep it in your glove compartment. The folding design ensures it's safe to carry and always ready to deploy. Pro tip: practice using it before you actually need it. You don't want to be figuring it out when every second counts. The price? Around $15. That's less than what you'd spend on a couple of lunches. And it's way more practical than overpriced survival kits that promise everything but deliver nothing. Rising cost warning: as more people realize how useful this tool is, prices are creeping up. Don't wait, grab one now before it's too late. 17. Portable water storage container, the lifesaver you overlooked. Water is life. Period. And yet most people completely underestimate how fast they'll run out of it in a crisis. Enter the portable water storage container, a simple, cheap, and shockingly effective way to store and transport clean water when every drop counts. If you think your water bottles at home are enough, you're in for a rude awakening when the pipes go dry or the store shelves are empty. Why does it matter? Because access to clean water isn't just convenient, it's critical. A good water container lets you store gallons of water for drinking, cooking, or even emergency sanitation. It's collapsible, lightweight, and easy to carry, making it perfect for camping, bug-out bags, or even just keeping at home for emergencies. Most people don't realize how messy and dangerous water storage can get without the right tools. Don't be that person scrambling for bottles, or worse, drinking contaminated water. Storage is simple. Collapsible models fold flat for easy packing, while hard-sided containers fit neatly in your car or emergency kit. Make sure to choose a BPA-free option that's easy to clean, because hygiene matters more than you think in survival situations. The price? Around $12 to $15 for a durable container that can hold several gallons. That's less than what most people spend on snacks in a week, and it could literally save your life. Rising cost warning: as prepping becomes more mainstream, demand is driving prices up. Grab one now while it's still affordable. 18. Compact survival blanket, the heat shield. Shivering in the cold isn't just uncomfortable, it's deadly. That's why the compact survival blanket is a must-have. Lightweight, cheap, and ridiculously versatile, this little reflective sheet is more than just a blanket. It's a lifesaver. Whether you're trying to stay warm, block wind, or signal for help, this blanket has your back. Why does it matter? Because warmth is more than comfort. It's survival. Hypothermia can set in faster than you think, and once it does, your chances of making smart decisions drop to zero. This blanket retains heat, keeps you dry, and can even be used as a makeshift shelter. And let's not forget visibility. Its reflective surface can help rescuers spot you from a distance. Most people dismiss it as just a cheap piece of gear until they're freezing in the dark, wishing they had one. Don't make that mistake. Storage is dead simple. Fold it flat and stash it in your backpack, glove compartment, or emergency kit. Some people even keep extras in different locations because redundancy is smart in survival. The price? Around $5 to $7. That's less than a fancy coffee, and it could literally save your life. Rising cost warning: as more people wake up to its importance, prices are creeping up. Stock up now while it's still a steal. 19. Portable mini first aid scissors, the tiny lifesaver. Think you can handle first aid with just a knife or regular scissors? Think again. Portable mini first aid scissors are small, precise, and absolutely essential for any survival kit. These aren't your average kitchen scissors. They're designed for emergencies, where speed and accuracy can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major disaster. Why does it matter? Because in a crisis, you need tools that work. These scissors can cut gauze, tape, clothing, or even bandages with precision and ease. Try doing that with a knife, and you'll quickly realize how risky and frustrating it is. Whether you're trimming bandages, removing clothing, or improvising splints, these scissors get the job done without adding unnecessary risk. Storage is a no-brainer. Keep them in your first aid kit, backpack, or glove compartment. Their small size makes them easy to carry anywhere, but don't let that fool you. They're sharp, strong, and built for serious work. The price? Around $4. That's cheaper than a fast food meal, but far more useful in a crisis. Rising cost warning: as more people catch on to their value, prices are slowly climbing. Stock up now. You'll be glad you did when you really need them. 20. Multi-purpose survival strap, the Swiss Army strap. Sometimes the simplest tools are the most effective. The multi-purpose survival strap is one of those items that seems basic but can do the job of 5 different tools at once. Cheap, compact, and absurdly versatile, this strap is a must-have for anyone serious about survival. Why does it matter? Because in a real emergency, improvisation is key. This strap can secure gear, fashion a shelter, replace broken shoelaces, create a tourniquet, or even hang food out of reach of wildlife. It's lightweight, strong, and easy to deploy, making it the ultimate problem solver when chaos hits. Most people overlook it, thinking, "I've got rope." Big mistake. This strap is designed for quick, efficient use, and its versatility makes it a game changer. Need to lash something together? Done. Need to hang a tarp? Easy. Need to improvise first aid? This strap has you covered. Storage is simple. Roll it up and tuck it into your backpack, car, or even your jacket pocket. It's so lightweight, you'll forget it's there until you need it. The price? Around $10 to $12. That's less than a fast food meal, and it's capable of handling countless survival scenarios. Rising cost warning. As more people realize its value, prices are creeping up. Grab one now and be ready for whatever comes next.